Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I don't know about you, but I like people who, keep their word. Who, regardless if it's a good thing or a bad thing that they say they will do and they do it, I like that. So even if they say, well, I'm going to punch you in the face and you're going to get punched in the face, or they say I'm going to give you a flower and they give you a flower. I like this kind of consistency. And say whatever you want to say about Ramzan Kadyrov, the Chechen fearless warrior, semi-god, but he seems to be a man of his word, or at least we call it in Romania a man made from one piece. That means he's strong. He's a man who's saying things the way he sees them, and he's not a shirker. He's not a weasel, So it seemed like this guy, good or bad, he seemed to be as of now, loyal and a man of his word in support of Russia. As I said, good or bad. So what did he do again? Mr. Ramzan Kadyrov, the Chechen leader, right? He stated that announced, this is according to Ukrainska Pravda, September 12, 2022, Kadyrov announces sending 10,000 fighters back to Ukraine. So they must have been on leave or something. Chechen leader Ramzan Kadyrov said that 10,000 of his Kadyrovites arrived in Ukraine to fight on his orders. And in parentheses reads, Kadyrovites represent the Russian armed forces units under Ramzan Kadyrov's subordination. End quote. 10,000 people? That's a lot of people. Details. Kadyrov posted a video in which a member of the State Duma of the Russian Federation, Adam Delimkhanov, declared that 10,000 Kadyrovites would operate in Kherson Oblast, Zaporozhye and Donetsk People's Republic. According to him, Kadyrovites returned from leave to fight in Ukraine. So they were going on vacationing. It was summer, they need some tan or something. The news about the return of Kadyrovites to Ukraine is seen against the backdrop of a successful counteroffensive by Ukrainian troops who have managed to significantly advance in the Kharkiv front. Well, that would be interesting. 10,000 people coming over there with great hearts and spirits. I don't know if the Ukrainians are scared or not, because right now they must be drunk of victory, from victory, you know what I mean? Like they are, well, we're winning, the Russians probably are flying towards Vladivostok or wherever, Moscow. The fact is, I don't know how good these guys are, the Kadyrovites, how prepared they are. Nevertheless, it's 10,000 people who return to the front. That's a boost for the Russian military, and we'll find out if they do anything good or not. The thing is that Kadyrov will join them. Will he be right there with them, or he's going to be in Chechnya enjoying whatever he enjoys doing. All right, well, that's it for this little video with 10,000 Kadyrovites showing on the Ukrainian front again. I don't know if they're going to scare the Ukrainians as the certain kind of troops in the Soviet Union's army supposedly were scaring the Germans. There were all kind of stories that the Kazakhs are scaring the how do you call them, the German army. I don't know, because of their brutality and their cruelty, probably, not because, and their fighting spirit which they had. I know that Russian Tsars used the Kazakhs very much in their fights with enemies, and they were very how do you call it, feared by the enemies. For this reason, they were fierce warriors and very cruel. So anyway, I don't know if the Chechen fighters are like that or not. He said that he's over there. He says that it's the Russian army under the command of Kadyrov, but then he says Kadyrov orders his 10,000 guys to come over. So I'm guessing that those 10,000 people coming from Chechnya are Chechens, enrolled or part of the Russian army under the command of their leader Ramzan Kadyrov. I'm guessing. I don't know. Otherwise he would not order them to come back, right? And we're on leave, as they said. So we'll see what happens. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.